Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Hicks coming at you here. Midday money on a Thursday. A little late to the show. I apologize. I was out this morning and I would have been back on time. I stopped at my mom's, had to do some stuff over there for her. Look, I got a big bright. Is this actually? It's not even a light. It's the sun coming in on my side. Well, what am I gonna do? You got a little glare today. A little glare in the live show if you're watching Win a Free Picks channel. Sean Higgs. No picks or parlays today because I'm running late and I know I'll run into bet, win, repeat. So that's why I said come to the other channel, folks. You're missing out. Podcast listeners, you don't ever miss out because you can listen whenever you want, wherever you want, whatever you're doing. We got you covered. Twitter, Mr. Sean Higgs. The picks are up. They were up last night. There was no look headlines. I did tweet out no look headline show, but we do have picks in case you were interested, and they were there for you to enjoy. All right, let's banners are bannering, twittering, and Higgs. Let's do a quick little. I mean, this would be like a sort of a not an official. It's a recap, but not the recap everybody's waiting for. So let's go with. We're going to start out with our guy Anthony, Bounded Sports. Darvish K's over 5 minus 130. Lock. Never in doubt winner. Old man U gets it done. On the flip side of that, Stephen Bowman. I feel bad, Steve, here. Redone, 7.5 minus 125. Easy money. Easy money, maybe what, 5 walks. This is why, someone said in the chat, I can't believe you got the Angels yesterday here. Well, I mean, what are we getting out of Rendon? Come on, he's working his way back. And Lex, Mr. Lex, came in with a super chat play. He threw the super chat in, and you can do that on Win a Free Pick. Super chat it up. Nerfy Braves, winner. Can't go wrong with the super chat. If you super chat, you're a guaranteed winner. We got to keep the super chat undefeated. So if you're going to super chat, make sure you win because Lex is 1-0 in super chats. I got to write it down. Super chat picks. That'll be part of the recapping of recapping this. So recapping yesterday's day. Mixed bag. We go 5 and 5 plus $80. What are we gonna do? Baltimore over, no problem. Dodgers run line, loser. Red Sox, loser. Run line. We had a run line there. Reds, doggy winner. Braves over, didn't get there. We got 8 out of there. St. Louis a winner. Pushed to Philly first 5. Lost Philly under 9. Or no bottom 9, I should say. Big win on Arizona plus 195 and Angels plus 125 winner there. So we do come out a little bit ahead. I don't care. We'll chip away $80 a day. 215, 263 in the video. Still down a chunk, but hey, it is what it is. On the site, I go 1 and 2. Still down a little bit there. Not worried. We'll be in the plus on the site soon enough. Totals, 69 and 80 with my totals. Down 1980 with totals. Run lines 97 and 100. We're plus about a nickel. So I can't believe the total has been so bad to me. Doing me dirty, as the kids say. Do they say doing me dirty? I don't know. They probably got some other ridiculous nonsense for what that means. Something probably mid-ish, or I don't know. I'm not going to get into young talk. Anyway, you know what? I didn't even do today's picks. I was ready to jump into the chat without doing today's plays for the show. Diamondbacks. I'll take a shot there. I'm glad I put this up last night because we're about 5 minutes away from this game. I'll take a shot with Gallen here. Why wouldn't I? Arizona's lost 4 in a row, and Atlanta can't keep losing, right? That doesn't happen. And Strider, as good as Strider is, and he's what's there to say about Spencer Strider? The guy's a monster. He's 11-3 record. You see the Ks, 200-something Ks. Coming on strong. Maybe the walks up a little bit, right? Last year, from last year, 20 starts last year. Now 31 games, so obviously came on bullpen. He's got 34 walks this year, only 45 last year. But here's what Strider and with any of the Brave guys, and we'll get to why a bit back to Arizona. It's just more just a Brave thing. 130 innings last year. All right. He's got 110 already. Walks have been up a little bit. The homers, he's doubled his homers. And if you look at the runs, 5-0-2, 5-8, he gives up some runs sometimes. I don't know. But at this price, forget about it. Have to take a shot on Gallen, even though he has a 5 road ERA. 4 in a row for the Braves, though. I'll take a shot. 162 Arizona. Padres up next. I did this with Hannah yesterday. They were a 114er, 115. I'm seeing a little bit higher now. How are we fading Snow? Why would you want to think? The guy has been unhittable. Yeah, it's kind of. I'll tell you because I grabbed it myself here. It's and the thing with this, and I understand, and because how many times I say about the Padres, losing, not playing well, the whole nine, losing record on the road, under 500 here, under 500 there. The guy is a 90 WHIP and a 6.6 ERA his last 7 starts. No runs allowed his last 7 of 9 games. No runs. And when he did give up the runs, let me give up 3 runs. So 3 runs in those games that he gave up in the other 2. Oh, 6 hits, by the way, in those games. Six hits in 2 games, 22 Ks in those. While he's giving up runs, he's striking out 22 guys. How about, again, I mentioned the little run he's on. 85 Ks and 53 innings of work. Wow. Call me crazy. I'll grab Snell here. And I think my guy Anthony Pounded here has a Snell Cy Young ticket as well. To go along with his big Darvish prop win yesterday. All right. On to the White Sox here. I know I'm going to get some crap in the chat because I'm like, no way, we're White Sox back anymore, right? No. How on God's green earth are the Mets laying a 140 here? Is that a joke, Katana? Out of the minors? Off of bad minor league starts? And not only that, I'm seeing it's a 160 in some spots now. Like we can get the Sox at a 145 mark. There's a Kopech. You know I like Kopech. How are you betting the Mets? No, thank you, Mets. Sorry, Met fans. I don't care that you've won 3 in a row. Not happening with me. Not today. White Sox, please. And Cubby run line. Yes, St. Louis has won 5 in a row. And you'll be like, hey, what are you talking about? You always like to do the fade away kind of thing here on 5 straight wins for them. 2 straight wins for the Cubbies. It's Steven Matz. Enough said. Steven Matz. A Matz attack. Not interested in a Matz attack. I wanted to go on to a little college football rant. Saw something. Yeah, we're about 37 days away from pretty good 1-2 combo to those 2 cats, right? I think Odell Beckham, Landry. What are we looking for? And I'm back from the freeze. So I don't even know where it froze up on me. So again, Marvin Harrison Jr. said we're the best wide receiving core in the history of college football. And they get to run down to the guys they had. Super okay. They had a nice little squad. I mean, what's there to say? You got a okay first rounders. What did you win? Can't win the Big Ten. You won no national championships, no Big Ten titles. I'm trying to figure out what makes you a awesome wide receiver core. I mean, I don't know. I think there could be better. I think there's definitely better. That's my little mini rant. I got to get to the chat now because I don't know what has happened, how long I was on a freeze frame there. Steven, first one in the chat. Good afternoon. Oh no, she's all right. Well, no, I had just do stuff with her for just some online stuff. She's doctor wise. I guess she's doing good because they didn't know. Like obviously, we took her. She was in the hospital for a few days. She had some internal bleeding. They weren't sure what it was. She starts to do a colonoscopy, but she's not bleeding anymore. I think it was. They said it wasn't. She had like a double ulcer, like high up in her chest, where she was having trouble breathing and stuff. But whatever they gave her, they said they weren't bleeding, but she's not bleeding anymore. I have no idea. I'm not a doctor. And I didn't stay at a Holiday Inn Express last night. Got it. You're late because you couldn't stop eating your bagels. Yeah, I went to the bagel spot. Jersey folks, um, from like Kearney area, Orange. So it was fun. We're chatting. The line was like out the door, and I don't know, really nice. I'm pretty good for best bagels I had down here for sure, and I've had a few. And I don't want to badmouth the other places. Not that they're watching. I mean, they don't do sports betting down here. Uh, the one, the one woman there, it's really nice, really nice people. Like, oh, Jersey, because I had my Taylor Ham shirt on. I had to go there, and they're like, I knew you from Jersey as soon as you walked in with that shirt on. Like, you must be from the north. It's funny. She took care of me though, big time. Steve, I'm leaning taking Kopech versus the Mets. I mean, exactly. I can't take the Mets at a 150 fave. Look at the guys in pitched this year. Fine. If I lose and I've lost the record, you see, I lose when I say I'll take a loss. And Lord knows, and and everybody's watching the show sees the record. We've lost in the video when I say stuff like that. But I can't lay money on the Mets. I can't do it. And it's gone up. Please explain. Do not get it. Michael B. Premium guy. Welcome. J Rock also on the subscription side of things. Morning, Higgs. Willie Adame is going yard today, plus 450. Willie Adame for the Brew Crew. Yeah? Is Willie Adame still on the Brewers? Against Taiwan Walker? T-Money. Hello, my friend. See, it's some nice dogs yesterday. Let's see. Yeah, finally hit some dogs in the chat. We needed them. We needed them bad. Wrong date below. Isn't today the 19th? It is the 20th. Thank you. It is the 20th. It is the 20th. It is. Here we go. Good eye. The Miz is coming in with a good eye. We love the Miz. The Miz doesn't come in and say hi. Miz comes in and gives us plays, but he does come in and takes care of the dates for us. Appreciate it, Miz. I fixed it. I took care of. Hopefully, it's all right now. Mike Harper, like 1-5. Giants started their C lineup, and Kapler refused to use his bench, and they still almost won. Interesting game today. I thought about an under here. I couldn't get involved in the side. Couldn't get involved in the side with this game. Contreras and a Harper hit -107. And I was, what the funny thing is, I was going to jump into some props today too. I'm like, you know what? A couple games, I'm really not loving super duper a whole lot of stuff. I want to kind of get into some prop stuff, uh, probably with the St. Louis game, and I ended up not doing anything. Brew Crew first five. I thought about Brew Crew for the game here, believe it or not. I mean, a little bit of a dog. Well, they were last night, and I see that it's flipped a little bit here. Talon Walker's been really good. How about I'd come back to an under on this game, believe it or not. Brewers have been playing some under, 7-10 to the under. Phillies have been going over, but not in this spot. I want to say under if anything here. That would be my lean. Nick, over Twins. I had over Twins yesterday. Money line Reds, both winners today. Money line on the Phils with Walker. Again, this is a tough one for me, so because I sort of like Burns, and I'm thinking Milwaukee should trade him. So I'm hoping for a strong start and they deal him out of here. But both guys, I mean, Walker's been tremendous, excellent. I talked about Snell pitching well. Taijuan Walker's been right up there in his last month of baseball. Really good. Steven Dogs have been barking the last 2 days. 67%, 67 hit rate on the run line, 60 on the money line. Has it been that good? Pirates doggy, Baltimore doggy. So that's 2 doggies. A's big doggy. It's 3. Milwaukee is a 4 spot. San Diego's a 5. Angels a 6. Arizona 7. A lot of dogs. 8. Minnesota 9. 8 dogs. 9 dogs. And it stinks is that when you're like in a little bit of a mini slump, I can't even come in and play all the things I want to play like I'm playing for the first few months of the year. J-Rock, Abbott, 6+ Ks, Snell, 6 Ks, and Lopez, 7 Ks. Now, Lopez is off a gem, isn't he? Is he off a, not a complete game? Yeah. Did he have a complete game last time? No. That was the game before. Yes. Complete game, and he comes against Oakland and gives up 7 runs. Love it. I can see a bounce back, yes. 7, 12, 6, 10, 9, 9, 6, 5, 6, 9. Average about 8 Ks. I like it. Snell will get there, and Abbott versus Giants should get there. I like it, J-Rock. Michael, thoughts on Brewers Phillies? I have 4 books that have Brewers -110 and one that's them +140. Yeah, I'll take the +140 just on principle. Take a +140. Where's that? At North Shore? Who's that at? I like that. What book is that? Miss, a Cincy money line. I don't hate it. Toronto over the 8.5 versus. As much as I talked Snell up, that opened at a 9. I mean, is that them coming in and shelling Bassett? Do they think Snell's going to give up like 4 or 5 runs here? Weird. San Diego money line with Snell, sure. Tampa Bay over the 8. Tampa Bay's playing really bad ball. You want to go? So this was an 8.5 last night. It's an 8 now. Glass now and Gibby. Gibby. Mr. Numbers will say Tampa Bay at home. Take the run line here, or take the team total, I should say. They have struggled for the last month. I've been saying this. They were finally caught by Baltimore. And I know our buddy T Money is like, fake. Fugazi, Tampa, and Baltimore. Like, the crazy thing is that Tampa started 30-9. Never got more than like a 6-game lead, right? They were 39, and Baltimore was still kind of playing kind of good ball. And when Tampa hits a little rough spot and comes back to the pack because you can't play 750 ball, Here comes Baltimore right on their heels. I mean, Kansas City, excuse me. Well, thank you. Tampa Bay should be thanking Kansas City and the schedule makers for giving the Kansas City because they are 3-11 in their last 14 games, and two of those wins are over Kansas City. So they could really, if they're playing a real team, forget about being 3-11. They could be like 1-13. I mean, somehow they stole the last game versus the Braves, which is kind of like, you kind of saw that one coming. Tampa Bay run line. Oh, we're betting on teams 3-11 now, huh? Nathan, I like it, Iggs. D-back first 5. I don't hate it. I like them for the game. Why wouldn't I like them for the first 5 with you, Nathan? Miz had Washington under yesterday. Unreal. What was the? How did that get ugly? Let's pull up yesterday's Nats game here. 8-3. 3-1 in the 8th inning. Even 3-2, you're thinking good. You get a 5 spot, 7 runs in the 8th inning. Oh, Miz. J-Rock, told you guys that Rendon under 5.5 Ks and over 2.5 earned runs. Well, I would have been all for the. Well, I mean, I had the Angels. The under K, sure. What's his name? Steve Bowman was like, take the over 7.5 Ks, and it was minus 125. Ugh. Jesse, all my hot takes for losers yesterday. Good thing it won't be judged on the result of one day. No. You know how they judge us, Jesse. Every game you put out, you get judged on. They don't care about the long term. What have you done for me lately? Nathan, Michael Kopech, what are we doing? I know. I know. Nathan, stop it. Found it. I also had Kenta Maeda over 5.5 Ks last night. Cashed it. Kenta Maeda from Minnesota. Today, Snell over 6.5. Yes. Pablo over 7.5. Marlins strikeout. I don't hate the Mariners again. You talk about what are teams doing. Well, here comes the scuffle out of the box for the All-Star game for them. You can't even like trade stuff. What are you doing? You're stuck. You're stuck. T-Money. Best baseball season I've had besides the first baseball season I ever began betting. Guardians' first 5 in run line all went to the trash. I know they did. Brutal. How are you giving up? Oh, I can't even get into it because I had Cleveland myself. 1 and 2 in soccer hit a monster plus 13 honey. Cubs over. Yeah, Cubs over 8.5. Never in doubt, T-Money. And the over in the Twins game with nice boost to make it plus 153 live. Excellent. Cubs never in doubt. Steven, I did the Rendon as a joke. Took the Angels money line myself and okie dokie. Mariners choke it away. Rendon was a joke minus 7.5. I wasn't sure. I was like, ease. Because was he really minus 125 for 7 Ks? How is he going more than I can't see him going more than 5 innings, even his next start. I don't care if he's pitching great. I mentioned T-Money in the second half of that comment already. Lane, my guy, how are you? I like the picks today. No way Lane loses again. They can lose. It's just if you're going to sit here and say, well, Braves are kind of due for a win, they're a good team, yada yada yada. Then on the flip side of that conversation is Zach Gallen, who's been terrible on the road this year, but overall a good pitcher. Last year, a good pitcher. Year before that, good pitcher. So wouldn't that kind of transpire to me like you're getting a top 5 Cy Young type guy at a plus 160 mark? Would you rather have 160 or a minus 180? Miss, can't believe Atlanta big fave. It's crazy. I mean, not like Strider. The guy's having a nice season, but he does give up some runs sometimes. He gives up the long ball. Maurice, good afternoon. Cardinals my line. Big books begging people to take Chicago. I mean, I don't know if they're begging. I mean, Stroman's pretty good. It's not like they're rolling out some bullpen guy or spot starter. Stroman's having a pretty darn good season. And St. Louis has won 5 in a row. I mean, how about Cubby Run line plus 160. That's where I'm at here. Detroit money line against Kansas City. Is it wrong? I want to take Kansas City again. I say Kansas City all series here against the Tigers. Mariners money line. Whole world on the Twins. Well, sorry, I'm fixing my sock so you get my head. Um, Listen, Pablo Lopez is pitched good. He's off a terrible game versus Oakland. 7 runs to the A's. I like Kirby. Nice young guy. For me, it's a no bet because it's like kind of two teams I'd like to see do better. They're not playing all that great ball right now. I mean, one's 6-4, one's 5-5. The Twins always had trouble scoring runs and just hitting in general. That's a no play. I don't. Patty, lose all your coin on your totals. Yank sold the bag. Really? You get rid of my totals. It's like I'm it's like a winning season here, you know. And I shouldn't say normally. I mean, I don't have my numbers for last year's stuff up, but I mean, I guess I could see where I don't even know because I take overs and unders. I mix them. So obviously they're just all losing. My overs are going under, my unders are going over. So sold the bag. I messaged the bag man if he was going to be at Bet Bash. He didn't get back to me. I DM'd him. I probably should just hit him I should probably just follow put notification on and see when he posts and get him right away. Under D-backs, I wouldn't hate it. I wouldn't hate it, Nick. Antoine, what do you say? Been a while since it's been live. Replay to play. I appreciate you watching the replays and hit the like button. Here's the thing. I've noticed maybe because I do more look at lines now, or than I've done in the past. And even though I'm not going to do them for a little bit because I got to get more into football. But maybe with the podcast, like my views, like last year I look at the views and I have like 400 on a midday money, and now I get like half that. It's weird. It's weird. But appreciate watching the replay. Thank you. T-Money. Today already 2-0. Got the Giants money line with Cobb. Tigers first 5 minus 2.5 runs plus 270. O's plus 154 gets Tampa and 160. And here we go. La Florida Cosmos, the New York Cosmos, the women's Nigerian team. T-Money. J-Rock, Benedetti Alvarez hit parlay. 2 catchers the Yanks wish they had. What 2 catchers they wish they have? Well, Benedetti, I mean, I wish we had an outfielder in Benedetti. And Alvarez is really good for the Mets. Can we get Wells up here? Can Wells play, please? Can we get Benedetti and Giolito? When's that happening for the Yanks? I love when you see, again, as a Jersey guy. I mean, for years, I listen to Mike and the Mad Dog and Steve Summers on the overnights, and like fans would call in Mets Yanks and just throw out some like ridiculous kind of trade stuff. I love that. I love why don't we just trade Paul Zuvella for Ozzie Smith? It's like Aaron Hicks for Mike Trout, and then we throw in like 10 guys. Can we bring up? I saw the Yanks were going to trade everybody in their farm system for Ohtani. Why? He's not signing here. Get Giolito. Try to get Snell and Soto. You want to trade all the young guys? Go after those 2 cats. Your race looked terrible yesterday. Again, I thought he looked bad. That's how we had the over. Hey, I expect a little more hitting from LA. He's definitely not right. I'm telling you, some guys. He's a pitch clock guy. I think. Same with Manoah. They're too big. T-Money. Lean the Padres and Cubs as well, but the Padres Cubs, I just never know. They score no runs or 10 runs. Yeah, I mean the Padres for sure is. Here's a spot for Toronto, you think, to come in and nail down. Yeah. Nope. Let's just make it difficult for ourselves. Padres had lost a couple. They come in here, beat a JC. Now it's 8-2 or whatever they were. Urias is terrible on the road during the day. Thinks he needs tinted goggles. This is J-Rock. Nathan likes the Mets. Meet the Mets. Greet the Mets. Come on out and meet the Mets. T-Money. Are we headed for totals to spike again like they did for 5 years ago in double digits coming on? I feel coming. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Did they bring out the juice balls here? They want Otani for 70 homers to break the Bonds record? Tongue-tied. Premium member, my guy. Appreciate it. Reds, Giants under the 9. I like that, yes. Padres, yes. George Wood, premium guy. I appreciate all the premium people. Folks, if you haven't, maybe you don't want to do it this month. I understand. You still got some college and NFL football, but you're going to get a lot of stuff coming forward. It's worth it. It's worth it. You don't want to spend $34, $30 for a week. Spend $5 for a month. Atlanta team total over 4. I do not like it. Philly, I don't hate it. I prefer the under in that game. Cubbies over. Cubbies team total. It's Steven Matz, so heck yeah. I mean, we got the run line scrolling here, plus 160. And CFL, where's our guy, Mr. Terry? Where's Terry Edelman for the CFL? I think Tim Earle's a CFL guy, too. T-Money, Snell's been wheeling and dealing this year. I like him a little better than my guy Cole, if I'm being honest. He's been better than Cole. He's been great. Pounded Sports and Cards. Anthony Snuff, 53 area last nine starts with Sanchez. The Sanchez, a great catcher for the Yankees. The Sanchez framing them pitches, baby. T-Money says White Sox either win or get beat by 10 today. I mean, if they can't hit Quintana, it's like the Cubbies facing Mats. Like, I can't believe, maybe they don't. Maybe something in Chicago water. The White Sox couldn't hit the dude a lick last week before the All-Star break, so maybe Chicago lays an egg too. The bums. That's why Chicago pizza's terrible. Steven, underdog report for Thursday. Minus 569 run line, 653 straight up. Last 3 days, they're 27-13, plus 631 on the run line, 18-19, plus 552 straight up. That's what we'd like to see, 18 and 19 winning records. Or plus monies, I should say. Nick, Phillies, Padres, Reds, money line. So Phils, I'm really got no side on. I could say Phillies. I sort of lean a little bit the Brew Crew. Maybe an under the way the guys have been pitching. No action. San Diego, sure, with the way Snell is. Great. We got him in the chat. They'll be there eventually. 114. And the Reds. I don't hate the Reds here against Cobb. It's I don't know. Nothing really funny. So you seem to know when a team will lose on a win streak. Hope people have been paying attention. I don't have that gift, so stay away. Yeah, I do catch one every once in a while on those big win streaks. So we caught it yesterday with the Reds. We got lucky. That's fresh in our heads, the winner. I'll take it, though. I needed some wins in the video. Pound says Snell Cy Young plus 45.75. There you go. Excellent. That was an old one. That's not a new number right there. That was a little ways back. Yeah, I definitely froze. How long ago was it froze? 12:20. All right, this was 25 minutes ago. To Moose, my guy Tommy. Hope you're having a good day. Jesse Shule, last 2 days for me haven't been good. Betting wise, you and Jesse even had an O for day. Not even one bet wins. Yeah. Listen, I mean, I'll take losing days sometimes. Jesse losing days are more rare because he zones in. He's like a sniper out there with his plays. But we do lose sometimes. We do lose. And Jess said the other day on the show, it's like, I not that I don't get upset when I lose like premium and people are on my package, but at least if you're on like a long term, I know that over the course of time that there'll be money made. Like the person who comes and watches a free pick video, I mean, we see guys come in here. Oh, I need a big game today. Like, who's that clown who was in here the other day? Says he bets like, $1,000 player props, $500 player props. Like, who the heck's what? Okay, I mean, must be nice being a millionaire. But I feel not that I want the free plays or more than the premium plays, but I always feel bad when the free plays go down. And I know I say better forget, we move on, we forget about it, and I could do that because I have uh, a bankroll I've been working on for 2 decades, and the average person comes in and thinks, "Oh, this guy knows he's talking about it. It's going to win." It doesn't always work that way. It doesn't work that way. I feel bad when the free picks lose. I know people are betting it. T-money, pound it. Uh, that is the kind of bet I'll wake up for. Yeah, big snow money. Hope you cash it. Yeah, he's got a good shot. I mean, who else in the National League, pitcher wise? Forget about them not being a playoff team because we saw Felix Hernandez win one. He had like 12 wins one year, something ridiculous. This guy, if he continues out like this, and where are his total numbers on the year for Mr. Snell? Um, so he's 6-7, 19 starts. So we're figuring 12 more starts. Maybe he gets some wins. I mean, really at this point, hopefully he wins 12 games. It goes 12-9. But you're talking a 2.7 ERA on the season, 200 something Ks. I mean, who else is having a great year? I mean, they could give it to the wins. Like, well, I don't want to say Stroman because he's on the Cubbies. I don't know how many wins he has. I mean, our guy, what's it, will be right in the thick of things, Strider, just because he's going to have 15 something wins, or more. Right? He's got what, 11 wins right now, Strider? I mean, he could easily get to 17, 18 wins. That's always a lure. He's 11-3. Zach Gallen's 11-4. I mean, how about Cobb? Cobb might be able to steal. Well, he's got no strikeouts. Taiwan Walker, can you get the ERA down? As good as he's pitched, he still has a 4 ERA. The Moose put 2 bets in so far today. The Detroit, the Tigers. Everybody likes the Tigers against Kansas City. Probably in the Mets and the Astros. Oh my goodness, the Mets. Tom? Why are we taking Quintana here? First game back. I don't like that kind of stuff. First game back. Jesse's talking to Tamoose. I feel lucky. I only bet one game yesterday. If I bet 5, I think they all would have lost. There you go. Yes, I am frozen. That was a while ago. What's up with the Cowboys winning the NFC East tickets I've been seeing? Maybe I miss out. I think I mean, I'm a Dallas fan. You know what today I got to do? I got to rearrange. I'm gonna clean off my shelves, and I do have I have my little bobbles, but I think I'm gonna move the bobbles. I got my Randy White signed mini helmet. I roll to the back there. But as a Dallas guy, I mean, look at the schedule. Uh, I'm not sold. I'm not sold. They just find ways to be 500 all the time. Used to be 8-8. So they're not what? They're 9-8. I don't like McCarthy. Can't rely on the defense to win every single game. Maybe my cavalier attitude towards them would propel them to somehow overtake the Eagles and win the NFC, head to the Super Bowl. But I don't know. I mean, can they win the East? I mean, it's there. They do have some talent. It's not like they don't have a quarterback and a stud wide receiver. Jesse says time went 0-4. Hey, it happens. Hey, Miz, my guy. We are fixed with the freeze. Locking in with the Kings and Haas. Good to see you. July 20th, 1969. They didn't land on the moon. They landed in New Mexico. Where's Tim? Tim, do we still have the flat Earth banner? The flat Earth gif? Got to take the Astros today. Space City Astros. I went to the NASA complex here in Houston, and I was trying to be funny, acting silly. Nobody laughed. Like they show you you go in, it's like they show you a video of like the landing, right? And it's like uh, the whole setup, whatever. And then you walk out, and it's like the whole moon landing setup. And one says like the archway says like welcome to Earth, welcome to Mars, or welcome to the moon or whatever. So I make a joke like, see, this is where they filmed it. Nobody laughed. I don't know. I thought it was funny. Astros today over the A's. Big number on the road, though. E. Gavari. Cubs game over, says Bill McDonald against Mats. I don't hate it. Michael B. Bet now has plus 140 with the Brew Crew. Not bad book. At most of the lines pretty early. Not great. Props or futures. Bet now. I got to check it out. Always looking for get down a little bit somewhere. I don't mind losing if I'm getting a juicier number. That's you're I don't know if I don't say like a degenerate. 'Cause that's not I don't consider myself degenerate. But I don't mind if I could get a better number that's so ridiculous from somewhere else, like the 140. I'd have to take it just based on the number. T Money. Can't believe I'm on the O's and the M's. Oh, you're on the O's and Miz isn't. Miz, yeah, no O's for the Miz tonight against Tampa. Steven, you think Baltimore writes the ship after two to the Dodgers and the Rays got swept to Texas? Baltimore's the East leaders. I have Baltimore to win the East ticket back in May. That ticket looks pretty good. I don't. I mean, here's the thing, and we talk about this. I mean, how often have I said this about the baseball season? I mean, how are you rating the ship? Right? It's like, oh, they got things right. This team is in first place. They have the second most wins in baseball. They have 58 wins. They got the third most wins in baseball. Atlanta has 61. Tampa has 60. They have 58. What ship are you writing? Because you lost a couple? I mean, writing a ship would be Tampa, who's lost uh, 11 of 15. A Reds team that has lost 5 or 6. Like that's kind of getting around. I mean, I don't think they're a right the ship kind of team. They have 28 road wins, which is again the second most in baseball to the Braves. I mean, a couple other teams have 28 wins. Arizona's got 28. Shockingly, San Fran's got 28 road wins as well, as do the Astros. But I mean, they're got the tied for the most wins on the road. Third most wins in the league, 61, 60, and then they're 58. Percentage points ahead of the team. I mean, and I wasn't high on Baltimore. I'm like, what did they do? You brought in Kyle Gibson. Yes, they pick up Fujiyama. Guess that's their trade deadline. Unreal. Yeah, they did really good when they grabbed Cole Irvin from them last year. Now, I looked at that because I was going to say something on Twitter about it yesterday, and I'm like, ain't nothing like bringing up a guy who's got 8 ERA. It was worse. He actually has like a 3 ERA since going to the pen. So when he was starting, he was horrendous. What is that move for? The bullpen? You already got the best bullpen. Your bullpen's really good as it is. Why? I don't know, miss. T-Money. I thought the Nationals over 8.5 was dead. Yeah, easy winner, never in doubt. King D, all done college football futures and win totals. Wow, good for you. I'm like halfway through. Haven't done any big future stuff. A couple wins. Steve, I played the Brewers too. Walker drops off after the All-Star break. Well, he had been fat. Well, his numbers overall, if you look at him, he started out bad. His ERA is a 4. He's got a 3.96 ERA, and that is with a 2 ERA his last 7 and a 3 his last dozen. I mean, pull up his game logs. I mean, he started atrocious. What do you have? 4.2125. That's a 5 ERA in April, a 6+ ERA in May, 8.1343, 150 in June. He kind of turned on here. So he's got 3.00.111. So he turned it on versus Detroit, Dodgers, Oakland, Mets, Cubbies. Is that for real? I mean, the Met one, he gave up 1 run to the Mets at home. He started off the month giving up 3 to the Mets on 2 hits. 4 innings, 2 hits, 3 earned runs, a homer, 3 walks, and a hit batter. Oh, my goodness. And against Tampa, he gave up 4 to Tampa, 2 to San Diego, none, and he's going today. Nothing against Milwaukee, just a hit so far. He's 30, Taijuan Walker, huh? I like him. He's kind of solid. You kind of know what you're gonna get. He's had some nice years. He had a good year with the Mets. The Mets let him walk. He's got a decent year this year with the Phils. Steven. Nico Horn had a grand slam in the bottom 8 after the Nets tied at 3. Brutal. Kopi over the walks? Oh, come on. Why are you doing that to my guy? That had been his problem, though. Let's see. Kopi walks. 4, 7, 3, 6. Ooh, cats. Over 4 today, huh? I mean, fine, it's worth a shot, I guess. I mean, it's walking 7 in games. Miz had pick Cleveland under 5, first 5, 0-0 going 5th inning. Yeah, rough. King Day, I took Tulane under wins. Smooth to win the conference. You like the smoother, huh? I did that. I did that preview. I gotta dig down here. Is this right on top? Is this one? Because I'm moving my books around. So you said under 9, last year's champs, right? I mean, I kind of like San Antonio to win. I mean, the smooth's right there. But the quarterback went to Wisconsin, though. I'm going San Antonio. Back-to-back Conference USA champs. 4,000 quarterback back. Give me some roadrunner action. Beep, beep. J-Rock. Got an unconventional pick. Vladdy under hits today, plus 185. It is unconventional because people like to do like over hits for minus like ridiculous numbers to put them in parlays, J-Rock. I don't hate that. Snell could come in 0 for 3. Steven, Seattle does Seattle things. They pull magic trick and forget how to hit and pitch. Seattle tied the game at 3, and then Wild pitch scored a run and a 2-run home. Oh my goodness. Wild pitch and then a homer. J-Rock last time over 1.5 earned runs, minus 127. See, if you think he's going to give up the runs, I would just take the Stros at the Stros, the Orioles at big plus money. Team might agree, Sean. The Tigers are awful, but the Royals 9 out of 10 will always go down the wrong road. They are bad. It's for me. I don't love Greinke. I don't like. I mean, again, for Kansas City, I don't want to bet about a plus 115. Like the other day, they were like a plus 150-ish. I'll take them as a bigger kind of dog like that. It's like Arizona. I'm going to take a shot on a bigger number. Like we talked about this with the Pirates the one time when they had lost a few in a row. They were like minus 110 to somebody. I'm like, they've lost 8 in a row. What plus 110 is not. That's not conducive for me to get involved in on something like that. I'd much rather wait for a big number that I think's too much and then do it that way. Too money. I'm ashamed I haven't put much effort into football yet. I always wait until the preseason outside of little news articles for college. Well, I dive in because I do some videos, not just on the Winner Free Picks channel, but I got to do other stuff, Picks and Parlays, and I do stuff with Winner Circle, Gamblers World with Ross and Jesse's. Sometimes I'll go on. I'm going on Sports Grid tonight with a Game Morrissey, so I'll be on Sports Grid. We might talk football. Who knows? I've been on BetQL doing stuff, serious, whatever. So I got to always have stuff ready. And especially when I say, hey, come to this channel because I'm going to put up things you're not going to get on another channel. So I find it helps to get a little bit. Plus, I'm going to Vegas in a couple weeks. I'm going to, maybe I'll get down to stuff. A lot of times I have my stuff online to do or in Jersey in person. I saw I think John JVT Van Tobel tweeted out like they're getting rid of some book was getting rid of like the paper sheets. I'm a sheet guy. Jersey, I'd go Meadowlands. I'll go to Monmouth. I'll go to AC, a couple places. Take all the sheets. I love them. Yes, it's not the same numbers. I understand that. That's why I want them. I line them up. I write them down. Now I have 6 different books. I have 6 different numbers. Then I could go online. Then I just pull up right in front of me my computer. Computer 1, computer 2, computer 3. What is the new number? Why have they moved? What's the movement going on? I like to jump in a little early. You gotta. It's for me. It's like part of the game. That's why I don't do a lot of huge faves or just in general or take more run lines than that. I'm at a point where I want to see if I'm better. Like, can I outthink you? And it doesn't always win because you see the losing record in baseball. And again, I got to work on that a little. That's probably not what people want winners. I'd probably say, you know what, it's a 130 winner. I should just put out instead of trying to up the ante and get in a run line. I got to do that for myself, not everybody else. So with win totals, or when I do look ahead lines for football, and or on even on a Thursday, lines come out Wednesday. Thursday, I'm doing it for the week and a half later. I'm saying who I like, who I'm betting. I like to, that's how you see if you're good. Can you beat them out the gate? Steve, I didn't realize I was on the other channel. It's the kind of day I'm having. Which channel? Where were you at? The again, it's Pick's probably the same. It's the same one, but like on a day like today where I know I'm going to run late, I don't want to run into bet win repeat. They got other stuff on there. That's why my videos kind of get lost. Giolito's wife left him. He's watched. Did you? Oh boy. Yeah, look that up. Giolito. So as I'm not even. I should probably talk as I'm looking at this article. Sorry. Uh, he and his wife are getting splitting. They're splitting up. Chicago pitcher announced on Instagram he and his wife are splitting up during the home run derby. Appeared to turn his comments off under the post as he claimed the two have come to mutual agreement. I gotta say, I'm looking at this picture of her. Um, Not impressed. Rocky 4-year marriage. I mean, oh, of course she's looking for her share of property. Poor Lucas. I mean, I'm not a handsome man or a professional athlete, but I don't know, Lucas. It's not my style. Miz, watch some of the Yankees yesterday. Pretty bad team. They're a miserable team, Miz. They're bad. How many times I've said the Yankees have a bad team as a Yankee guy? J Rock, what do you about Chicago Pizza? It's trash. Steven, my 10K bet guy was in my Discord last night. He dropped 5K on the Orioles and 10K on the Jays, and then another 6K on the Mariners. My brother was doomed. I love this guy. Throws out 21 grand, loses it all. You know what I'm saying, Steve? Like, I mean, I'm not putting, how do you put 10 grand on baseball games? How's he getting down that? Where's he getting down that kind of money? And when I'm even betting 10 grand on individual games, that's not even like stuff I do in a World Series. I didn't do that crap when I was ridiculous being a fool betting. I mean, this guy's got $1 million in the bank as a bankroll minimum. The truth is in the house. I'm on Seattle today with Kirby. I got no thoughts on this game. Yeah, truth. I'm sorry. Steven, sorry. Are you like a lot of Cowboys fans that still live in the 90s thinking Troy Aikman is coming through the tunnel with Emmett Smith and Real Irvin? No. I'm a real Cowboy fan where when Bill Parcells came to town, I went to like Jets. I was a Jet fan. I don't care. Parcells left. I went back to the Yanks to the Cowboys. And he did a good job. I mean, you got your Romo, got your Ware. He had a bunch of good players. Um, Garrett was terrible. I mean, for a fan of a team, I'm not like wacko, like, oh, they're awesome and this or that, and my guy's the best guys ever. I mean, Tony Romo was a great quarterback. People can say he wasn't, and this is what I say about Garoppolo. People are like, oh, he's terrible. I mean, your coach puts you in positions. I was talking about this the other day with about Garoppolo and Shanahan. The guy blew a lead in the Super Bowl to the Falcons, or he was up 23. What did they have? 23 to Falcons, Rob, against the Patriots. He was up double digits against Kansas City in the fourth quarter. Blew a Super Bowl. You were winning on the road against the Rams in the fourth quarter. You blew that, and it's Garoppolo's fault. Like, no. I'm not a. As a Dallas fan, I'm until we get a real head coach. We haven't had one since Parcells, and then he didn't count for me. So going back to Jimmy Johnson, we get a coach, I'll be more diehard. Nick, Mariners money line. Get a lot of Mariner love here. See, someone said everybody's betting the Twins, but I've seen here more Mariner talk. Ecovari, please. The boys beat the Eagles with their starters, and the Eagles beat the backup quarterback. So the Birds go in the NFCs. Listen. I don't get carried away here. The Eagles got a pretty good defense, and that's the kind of stuff. Let me tell you, you come into my look at lines, and when I have stuff like that, uh, I'll give you those winners. People think I'm nuts when I'm telling you that a week ahead of time. You know, that's how just the game plays out. And we had Dallas with over Minnesota. Who was their backup quarterback? Whoever they had, some nobody. People thought I was crazy. Nick, hopefully it stays under my downback game. Whoa, what's it blew up in this? What's no? Oh no, blow up innings. Yeah. Nah, they kind of settled down last night. Almost got over, didn't get there. Now you got two good guys on the hill. Stop Geo, especially on a travel day early. You should be in control here. Stop Geo. Bad day yesterday, looking to rebound today and streak together multiple winning days. Enough of alternating winning day, losing day. Good luck and thank you for the shows. I appreciate you, Gio, for popping in. And as opposed to alternating winning days, those are fine. You have a bunch of those. The problem is when you're just have a bunch of losing days in a row. Like, take the winning day, take the losing day. You got to grind through those. You're going to have them. You're going to grind through them. They come and go. Stop your belly over. Here we go. That's my guy, MVP Belly. Comeback player of the year. Steven took the over in the Braves game through 3.5-0. Yeah, I would have. I mean, as bad as Gallen has pitched and Strider does give up runs, I might have leaned under here just because it's an early game. You don't know who's playing. You got two good pitchers who could come in and kind of dominate again the groove, and all of a sudden it's like, oh boy. Like, I see this right now. What's the fourth inning? I will not be shocked at extra innings here. That's where you got to worry. But by that time, the starters are out. Nick, are you not taking your White Sox today? Whoa, hold on. White Sox, here we go. Diamondbacks 162, Padres 114. They're the White Sox. There they are against Katana and the Cubbies. I got to cover, like the sun's killing me over here. Stop Geo. Anything yet for tomorrow? Tomorrow. I haven't looked at tomorrow's yet. Let's do a quick little look. Flannery and Steele for the Cubbies in St. Louis. No, thank you. Braxton Garrett. Maybe a little Miami. Let's see what that number is. Eflin on the hill against Bradish. I will look at an under in that Tampa Bay game probably. Lugo versus Detroit for the Padres. We'll see how the Padres roll out of here. Jake Irvin and San Fran tomorrow. All right, where's Michael? We might get a little might be a little San Fran action tomorrow. KC with Marsh and Clarkson. I'll look to Kansas City tomorrow. Look at the sun. It's crushing me here. I'll look at Kansas City tomorrow. Not going to lie. Arizona versus Ben Lively. Senga and James Paxton. Big Maple. I might go Big Maple in Boston tomorrow, minus 120. I know our guy Tim Rowe will be all over Gavin Williams and the Cleveland Guardians tomorrow. Gonsolin, Dodgers in Texas tomorrow. Andrew Haney and Tony Gonsolin, the Goose. Lance Lynn tomorrow in Minnesota. I'll tell you what, give me the Brewers tomorrow. Michael Soraka's pitcher for the Braves. Otani on the hill laying 170 to the Pirates. Framber versus J.P. Sears. Toronto in Seattle. I'll probably in Seattle tomorrow. I think if Toronto loses again today, give me some Seattle. Win or lose Seattle. I mean, Seattle could be on a 3-game losing streak as well, though. Nick, today Philly's going to Burns, burning old Monty Burns. For the Brew Crew, miss as Toronto, 34-76 versus lefties. Not good. Steven, I like Ohio to win the MAC, Oregon to win the Pac-12. I haven't got to the MAC or Pac-12 yet. No Toledo? What's the Toledo line? Nick says, still nothing in a Reds-Phillies game. Looks like today's an under day. I had money line both. You know, you got your early games on a Thursday like this. It's a travel day. Again, I know you should really look at the lineups these kind of days. I didn't get to do any of that today. Oregon to win 10 games last 105. Again, I got to look into these. King Day, I got Toledo winning MAC plus 175. Ohio over the wins. Yeah, I can do Ohio over wins. I think they got a good quarterback. Kent State's going to be bad, yes. Gee, they're going to be broke after this. Yeah, well, it is what it is. I mean, you don't know why they're breaking up. I mean, she looked kind of young in the photo they showed. It's like her college graduation, so maybe she's a couple years younger than them. And that's tough. It's a tough life. You know, a little too young to get married, maybe. Me and the Rays are about to get Stroman. Come on. The Cubbies are handing up the flag. Just killing my win ticket. At this point, all right, I guess I could lose the division ticket. Although I think it's still winning here. What are we doing, Chicago? Another reason to hate Chicago. Another reason why I just hate the whole town. Green Bay to sweep the Bears. And Washington to have 10 TDs plus 550. Yes. Yes to that. Team Money, what a role. They can't even defend the Yankees. You know, I'm still discussing from the Colorado choke. Yeah. How can you defend the Yankees? They're bad. They're bad. Steve Bowman, I have to send the pics of his plays. Yeah, I got to see that stuff. Hit me up on Twitter with that nonsense. Or you can find the email on the YouTube for Sean Higgs. Team Money, Romo caused a lot of trauma in my family for those who are Cowboys fans, but he wasn't awful. Better version of Kirk Cousins. He's definitely better than Kirk Cousins, bro. He was good, Romo. What are you talking about? The guy was great. Hall of Famer. Kent State is bad, absolutely. Darryl, opinions on Padres, Astros, Cubbies, Tigers, Mets, Rays, Parlay. Loser. I have Arizona. I have the White Sox. I don't like the Tigers. I have the Cubs. I have the Padres. Stros, I don't want to lay 180, but I think you have a couple losers in here. And you can't do this is, I mean, you know, the Brave game already started too, by the way. 64% of the money on the Twins money line, 66% of the money on the run line for the Twinkies today here with Pablo Lopez. Interesting. 92% of the money, Braves money line, 87 Braves run line. That makes sense there, Steven. I paid minus 130 little. I felt it was worth the squeeze. Well, not bad. See, Bowman says, yuck, 3 homers, Brew Crew up. 3 homers. 3-run home run, Brew Crew on the board. J-Rock says, coach of the Cowboys would be a bad job, I think, Jerry Jones. Well, that's the problem. He ran a Super Bowl guy out of town. Dallas spanked Philly when both squads were healthy last year. If the boys hadn't lost Dak, Eagles would have been home watching the Super Bowl back in February instead of watching from the sidelines. I mean, I guess you're a Cowboy guy. I mean, I like Dallas too, but I don't know if they would have been Super Bowl bound. You think they've? It's possible. It's possible because the defense was so good last year, but that's tough to just ask your defense to keep carrying you like that. I'm upset we lost the tight end. Team Money, Taiwan Walker giving up bombs. That's why guys a 4 ERA. Team Money, Yelk back to being a Marlin stud. Who was betting? Was it J-Rock? I was killing the Yelk. I'm like, Yelk stinks. The guy's been terrible. He had a juiced year in 2019, and all of a sudden, I said that. The guy's woken up. He much watched the show. White Sox have 2 on first. White Sox. Well, they better get at least one here. Team says you have to be on anything thousands better than the Eagles. White Sox on the board. Like it. They had a premium in Diamondbacks under 9.5. Looks good. Not sure why that line was so high. I know Gallen has pitched poorly on the road. And Friday hasn't been that great, but they're still two good guys. Seemed a little high, especially for a day game early. T.Y. Das was not beating the Eagles last year. Oh, we'll never know. They wish I knew that. Well, you could kind of offsets your 8.5. You got a good number there. But again, they're 2 hits and 0 hits in this game. 2 hits for Arizona, 0 hits for Brace. San Fran now 2-0 against the Reds. Man, we got some runs scoring now. Steve Bowman, totally sold on the Eagles. That's in the East. Dak City won throw 10 interceptions. Yeah, that's the kiss of death right there. Kiss o' death. Kiss o' death. All right. We're going to roll on out of here. Diamondbacks underway. Padres underway. White Sox underway. Cubbies run lines all left on the board if you're interested. Maybe I'll do a little look at line tonight because I got to do the show with Gabe at midnight Eastern. So I'll probably come in and do something just because I'll be doing stuff anyway. So maybe I'll see everybody tonight. Otherwise, good luck